Boom. What's up, gang? How you doing? To the one of you, hope you smash that like button. I know you're subscribed, or I hope you're subscribed. If you're not, subscribe. So I got stuff today. So for those who remember the last stream, we got the rack wireless WizBlock starter kit, and I drilled a hole in this plastic container, and we mounted the antenna, and I just been using USB to power it when I drive around in my car. And as expected, because I live in a rural area, I have yet to find any other meshes. I have many, many stories to tell from that stream to now to fill everybody in on a bunch of stuff. Bearded Printer, what's going on, brother? I cannot lie, I already pre-opened packages because I wasn't sure I was going to stream, and then my wife was like, hey, I'm going to go work on some tattoo-y stuff. She's been getting tattoos lately, and she has an idea, so she's going to do that. So I was like, I already opened it because I was curious as to who sent what. And I already know what all's in here, but I figure I'll show you guys what's all shown up. And then we'll play around with and work on this some while I'm printing the parts for my mobile setup, my mobile solar node. We'll talk more about that. But the one thing that I think everybody is definitely interested in is this thing. Everybody that's here is definitely interested in this part. So I'll give you a hint where it's from. Let me grab the thing out of there. I'll give you a hint where it's from, and I'll let you guess what it's for. Can you guess which printer it might be for? If you haven't already, I'll set this off to the side for a moment. Since Bearded Printer, you're the only one here at the moment, I'll let you guess what printer in my arsenal you think it's for. Definitely a bamboo printer. Yep, you got it. Ding, ding, ding. So we happen to have the Micro Swiss Flowtech Hot End Leak Proof Cold Nozzle Change CHT High Flow All Metal Design 300C Elegoo Tari Carbon. Can you guess? Can you guess which printer that one's going on? We're definitely not doing that tonight, because I'm printing parts for my little mobile rig that we're building with the rack wireless WizBlock, I guess, W-I-S block. So WizBlock, not WiseBlock. I could be wrong, but so I'm printing my parts so I can do that because stuff showed up tonight or today. My wife's like, you got 4 packages. I was expecting one thing to show up. I got 4 things. One of them, I must say thank you very much for, because I've had that in my wish list for quite some time, and it finally showed up. I don't know who sent it because there was no slip in there, but oh, we should have guessed the focus. Yes, the Odin in the box right there, folded up and ready to go. But this will be another stream maybe tomorrow night. I think tomorrow night I should be able to get the parts I need printed on there tonight, and then tomorrow night I think we'll tear it down, throw this on there, and maybe even reprint those parts just to see if we can see a bit of a difference. So we'll leave that there. This right here is a gift from Mr. Joe Bishop. So Mr. Joe Bishop, I don't think you're here at the moment, but yeah. They were a set of batteries, the batteries that I needed. However, these batteries don't come with the right size plug, so we're gonna have to re-terminate the end and put the other plug on it, the little bit larger plug. No big deal, but we'll get those on there. And then this is the solar panel for the project, which is good because then I can actually line this up with the printed parts that I'm sending to my buddy Shaun, and this is the same solar panel that he is using for his build. So yeah, we'll be able to check that out and make sure it works for them. So, and then there's a little random cable and a carabiner in here. So I know magnets will be coming this way. Solar powered backpack printer. Yes, built over bot. We could do that. Let's see. That is everything out of this box. Yes, that is everything out of this box and out of that bag. So let's put that under the desk, out of the way. The solar panel, though, what I want to measure is I want to see if these pieces, if the holes line up with the solar panel as well as I hope they will, and they definitely do. You can see right through. Wait, let me go in the right direction here. There we go. See, the holes line up perfectly. So then this part sits like this, and then you put a set of spacers over here, those two little spacers, and then you run the magnets through, and then this whole thing with 4 magnets will just sit right down on your car. You'll definitely want to plug this, because this is to join another panel together. So you plug this, and then this guy's got the little USB on the end. So you could just tuck this inside of here. Let me show you what I'm talking about, gang. Let's pull one loop out if I can. Oh, the way they wrapped it is garbage. Give me a second. Solar powered ANET A8. Just make it a sunny, or make it a bright fireball. It's powered by the sun and burns like it too, right? Let's untangle it and then retangle it, I guess. What the hell? Okay. But anyway, inside here, all this extra cable would just get fished right through the little channel there. And then all of this can hide inside with a small little USB or whatever the case may be. And then you could just run solar without a battery. I'm sure you can cut this down if need be, trim it down to have less. Or you could probably just bundle it and leave it up underneath the solar panel, maybe. I don't know. You'll figure that out yourself. But then you can put this guy on. Or you could even just splice the wire. Now that I think about it, you could just splice the wire and put a JST, the little white one. Is that the JST connector? Whatever that one is. I don't remember connectors, I'm sorry. But see, then all of this would sit with the magnets, and then the spacers would sit up on top of your automobile. You pull up to 5, I believe it said. It was 5 volts. Yeah, through the USB you get 5 volts. So there's that. And then this little guy here just sits there all pretty. No, we want a challenge of clipper focus backpack printer. Oh, Jesus, Bob, are you trying to kill me? You want me to clipperize the focus? I believe there is actually files out there already, or firmware files and stuff out there already. It would just be a matter of take the bottom open, put a Pi in there, and then make it work. I probably could clipperize it. The screen is hot garbage, though, so I would definitely have to figure out something else. And let's check on my print now. Look at it go in yellow. Look at it. It's setting down all of the little support parts. Captain Kern, what's going on, brother? Hey, so we got some more stuff in today. We got the solar panel came in, so we can test it against the parts I've already printed. I may end up just printing all the yellow parts and sending those off to my buddy Shaun. So I may print 2 of these and send them off to my buddy Shaun if I can get them done by tomorrow, because a stream tomorrow, Captain. Stream tomorrow. Yes, buddy. Yes, buddy. Flowtech hot in for the Centauri Carbon. So I want to get all these parts printed real quick. So I'll probably print the... there's more than enough yellow there. So I'll probably print all his parts in yellow and send them off to him in yellow so they all kind of match. That way he doesn't have to do a lot of paint correction when he sands and primes and paints with the, different colored stuff. Plus, why not? So I'm going to work on printing yellow parts now for him. But we have our solar panel now. We know that it lines up, so we know that works. There is quite a bit of cable here. I'm pretty sure the only pins in here that are actually connected and working are just the positive and negative. I'm sure the data lines don't do anything because I'm pretty sure in here there's nothing more than just the connection. There is a screw mount, so you could mount this on a tripod and, you know, point it in directions, but we won't be doing that. It'll just sit flat on top of the car and pick up the sun's beautiful, beautiful rays. Another thing we got in the mail today, again, was the batteries. We just have to put a new connector on the end of those. The solar panel came with a cable and a clip. Again, we got the Micro Swiss hot end, and we got this big bag. And I don't know who sent this, but I am thankful. It did not come with a note in it. I will tell you, it did not come with a note in it, but I'm very thankful for this because this will come in handy this evening. Let me set that out of the way too. Let's open this big bag. I've already opened it once because I was curious, but let me move this down because I probably just doxed myself. I might have doxed myself. Oh well, it's my address. If you caught it, great. If you didn't, that's fine. But I got to show you guys what came. This has been in my wish list for some time, and I've made smart-ass comments about this many, many times. Can anybody guess? It's got some heft to it. Here. Can anybody guess what would come in something that would make that kind of noise? While I'm waiting, I will say hi to everybody real quick. So again, Bearded Printer, I said hello earlier, but hello. Bob, hello. Going down the list, Viking, hello, good sir. Captain again, hello, good sir. So there we go. Hello to everybody. Bob, you are close. It is a 5-pound bag of assorted Swedish fish. A 5-pound bag that I will probably sit here and eat most of tonight. I'm actually going to open it because I want some Swedish fish. Swedish fish just sounds delicious, doesn't it? Let's nip the bag real quick, and then let's just rip this open just a little bit. We'll be kind of cautious so we don't accidentally open it too far and then have to eat a bunch. But I'm gonna. And these aren't like the little fishes either. These ain't like the mini fish. These are the big boys. I take a handful out. You're gonna have to watch me eat some fish. Mmm. Not once I've had them. Oh, I will. These are like, dude, my taste buds, I grew up on you see it, you eat it, or you don't eat. Like, you get it, you eat it. So, sweet potatoes are the only thing I'll pass up. So far. Swedish fish, they're like my favorite fish. Mm-hmm. But I need to look for, I'm going to open this real quick because I need to look for the proper connector for the battery. And then I have to make sure I have everything I need to re-terminate a battery and be able to plug it into that. Because sadly, I don't think I have the stuff to make a jumper. I'll tell you here in a minute if it's the 2.0s, because I have the 2.0s right here. And do I have any 2s of the 2.0s? Yes, I do. Let's see. Is it a 2.0 connector? Well, my Lanta, it is. It is the 2.0. If anybody is wondering, it is the PH 2.0. I happen to have the PH 2.0 kit right here. So there we go. Lutefisk, nope. That I will not eat. You think lutefisk when people say Swedish fish? Because you think of that nasty can of just nasty nastiness. Yeah, no. Not that. Now move all this stuff kind of out of the way. because we have to re-terminate a battery or put a new end on a battery. Yeah. Let's open these batteries up. Oops, I ripped the box. Yes, I got to keep them now, huh? But Joe Bishop sent me these. So Joe, again, thank you. I know my buddy Shaun ordered some too. So we'll have batteries on the way. The nice part is I can just snip the end off one cable at a time so I don't send the battery into thermal runaway and have it explode all over my desk and me. But these are the 3000 milliamp hour Maker Focus ones that were recommended. So 3.7 volts, 11.1 amp hours. My understanding is one of these should power this thing for quite a while. And we're going to find out, because once I plug the battery into it and get it back up and running, I'm going to kind of let it run and see what it does, you know. But I have one of the ends. I do need to get the better crimper, the orange handled one. I know we have talked about that in the past, but I need to get those. I need to order a set. I know in the past people have said get a set. I need to get a set of the orange handled crimper. But there we go. We have some ends here so that we can re-terminate that. And then we should be able just to plug it in. And as soon as we plug it in, the thing should be hot, ready to go. But I got to get two of these at least. And the crimper that I have, let me make sure I have my actual crimper here still. Because that's not the right one. Where did it go? I did have a crimper. I may not have a crimper anymore, so we may have to manually crimp those in a not easy way. Oh, I think I found it. Yeah, this is the crimper I have currently. Not ideal for the situation at all, but we'll make it happen. Grab my side cutters here, and then we'll snip off one. Move that out of the way so we don't accidentally short something, make it go hot and go crazy. There we go, get those done. Grab a Swedish fish. Find my wire strippers that I just had so we can nip the tip. Make sure we keep the wires away from each other, so we'll tuck that ground wire up under my hand. Put just a skosh in there. Take off just the tip. We need just a little bit. Now we'll flip-flop, keep them from touching because we don't want the battery to say, hey, you, fire. There we go. Nip just the tip. Now we will put one end. We'll keep them separated. You gotta keep them separated. Anyway, I just want to keep them separated. You know, play it safe. Now let me make sure that I squeeze this crimper shut the right way. Okay. This is why I like the other crimper better, because this thing is a pain in the bootay to line up. Okay. Okay, let's get one first. This part is no fun, guys. No fun at all. I got to do this off camera. I'm sorry. Hold on. Keep them separated and making sure I'm not crushing the end where the nib goes. Okay. I'm going to try this off camera I'm going to do this off camera because I got to be able to see how far in I go. Okay, let's see. It is on there. Okay. Now, being as I just cut that end, I need to remember that when I plug this into the board, that red goes in, black goes out. So I just got to pay attention to the orientation here. This is black. It is going to go in this side out. It's going to go in this side. So I'm going to put it in there just so that I don't accidentally make contact. You know what I mean? Okay. Black is on the outside there because when I drop it in, it'll be on that side. We're good. Okay. Now we're less likely to accidentally touch anything and break something. The fact that I was able to get that first try is pretty kind of, no pun intended, shocking to me. What do we got here? You don't know why anyone would... Wait, what are you talking about here? What did Maker Viking say? You don't eat lutefisk either? Yeah, I don't either. I never have, and that's one of those I never will. You don't eat the fish toilet cleaner? Yeah, lutefisk eats the nasties. It's like carp here in the Illinois River. Carp is the kind of like the toilet fish. Okay. Again, I got to do this off camera, guys. I'm sorry. I have to be able to see what the hell I am doing. I mean, I could have been like a lot of guys and just spliced an end on it. But, okay. There we go. It feels like it's on there pretty tight. Now let's just hope when I put this in, I don't accidentally short anything. You'll know if you see me run like hell out the door. Okay? Okay. There we go. I should find some heat shrink real quick and just put a little bit of heat shrink on the end of this. But we're going to live dangerous. Let's move this guy back over here now. And again, red goes in, black goes out. Make sure you put the stinking thing in the right way. And then red is out, or red is in, black is out. Let me see something. Yes, we are good. No wires are frayed and short, like sitting out. Okay, connected. At least I think it is. Yep, there we go. We have light. We have green light. It is lit up. We'll give it a few here and make sure that everything lights like it should. If it doesn't, well, we'll just clip it and recrimp it again. I think I got it. I don't know. Oh, no, something shorted, or something is not correct. Because it is lighting and then going off, unless the battery is too low. I probably should have checked that, huh? The joys of playing with batteries, huh, guys? There we go. Let's just take that off there for a minute. Let's see here. Give me just a moment to check some stuff. First, eat a fish. In this case, there was two because they were stuck together. Oh, the ground wire broke. There's my problem. Well, let's see if we can get the other one to come off. I obviously didn't do that too correct. Not a big deal. We got extras. We got time. Grab another plug. Grab two more of these guys. Did I leave a string of them out? I did. Good. Let's just do it again. And this time we'll try to not be crazy about it. Built over bot. Are you making a repeater? Nope, we're actually making a client. we are making a client, good sir, hopefully, and it'll drive around and we'll just pick up signal. Take it with us. But I do have some news for you guys. I guess while I'm doing this again, I'll tell you guys, I did get reached out to by Rockland. And they said, if you saw my X post, they told me to message them, which I did. And I spoke with the guy at Rockland, and he informs me that I need to speak with someone else, which I have since done. So now I am just patiently waiting to hear back from them as to what route they want to go with some stuff. I told them, they said, let us know what you're looking for. And I said, to be honest with you, I'm new to all this. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm learning as I go, and my viewers are kind of interested. So if this is something you guys are interested in helping out with, greatly appreciated. I said, either you can let me know what I should be looking at, or if you guys want to just send me a care pack of things and we can definitely check them out on my stream, we can do that too. So pretty much right now, it is just a waiting for a response. But it sounds like we may have Rockland on board to sponsor something. Don't exactly know what it is they want to sponsor or are willing to sponsor, but that will be cool. Digital Dragon, what's going on, sir? Nice hand stream. Yeah, I know. It's a little bit of like that lovely little, whoops. It's one of those like ASMR things, you know? And since I can't really do all this stuff on the actual camera because it's kind of a pain in the ass with these crimpers, I think I actually have the good crimpers in my wish list. If anybody wants to go for that, since somebody managed to magically send me a 5-pound bag, Digital Dragon, since you just got here, somebody sent me a 5-pound bag of Swedish fish that's been in my Amazon wish list for some time now. But give me just a second here, gang, to make sure I get this right. See if I can get in there and pop that. Oh. Okay. Okay. I didn't crazy crank it down this time. Okay, that one should be good. And then same thing. Let's look at the previous one. Again, take this onto the board. It goes over here. So this one goes in here. Get it locked in so we don't accidentally touch it. There we go. Now let's get that out of the way. And let's get the next one in line on. Again, my big fear is always batteries go bzz, bzz, poof. At least you cleaned your nails before stream. Oh, yeah. Yep. I bet Lily sent you that so that you can make it back up and instantly. Oh. There we go. All right. And then let's see if we can get this one to go in and kind of cooperate. And then this is why I hate this one. There we go. Let's make sure that that bit down tight enough. Feels like it did. All right. And then same thing. Put it in the right way. Push it down. There we go. All right. Let's bring back the little whiz block. And then let's try plugging this in again now with everything kind of reconnected. However, gang, your dumbass friend here did this backwards. I don't know why I just said to do it the way I did, and then I did it backwards. So now I got to grab my super tiny flat blade to pry those open with. and take that out and redo the end. Because I am a dumbass and I didn't apparently pay attention when I did this. And it broke the damn wire off again. Oh, these wires, I'm trying not to crimp that hard. Ah. All right, we need a Swedish fish break. We need to keep the wires apart. Jesus Christ, that almost scared the shit out of me. We need a Swedish fish break, and I'm laying my arm on the damn counter, and it's breaking out. So, Arizona Drifter, holy crap, man. How have you been? Good to see you. AZ Drifter has not been here in some time. I also haven't streamed much, so, you know. I'm pretty sure we have. However, I'm having a hell of a time because this wire that's on this battery, I may end up having to just get the pigtails or make a longer one and then break out the soldering iron and some heat shrink and solder a pigtail onto it that way. I'm going to give it one more. If that doesn't work, we'll go from there. Been watching Atlas, LOL. All good, my man. All good. Glad you're here. So, let's try something. Let's see. All right. Because we're kind of running out of length here. We're not going to have much left, and it's going to be kind of a pain in the ass. So, who all got to see the Aurora Borealis last night? Who was in the viewing zone for the Aurora Borealis? Like I said last night, in my 46 years of existence, that was the first time I'd ever seen it. So that was pretty cool. And then tonight's supposed to be even better in my area, so I should be able to look straight up and see it. So that'll be pretty cool. I took a bunch of pictures, posted them on my Facebook, on my Instagram, posted a couple on my X. So I think part of my problem is probably these stinking crimpers. Oh, I need to get the damn orange set. Let me see something. Amazon. Make my Nexus wish list. They are in there. Okay, good. Yeah, they are in there. So just throwing that out there. If anybody's thinking about it, if you're tired of watching me struggle, the orange handled engineer grade or engineers or whatever they're called, they're in there. Feel free. I have been fighting these things for years. I had a pair of the orange handled ones. They went with me to Rocky Mountain Rep Rap Fest, and somebody apparently needed them more than I did because they didn't come home with me. So kind of lost those. But if anybody is feeling, you know, these will definitely go with me to the next event. I'm not taking these again. I'm not going to risk. Jesus H. I made the mistake of pushing too hard again, guys. Try to keep your battery lengths the same. We should still have at least enough that if we needed to, we could at least stack this and stack it and tap it. So we should still be good for now. I may end up having to say the hell with it and actually soldering on a jumper instead. I'll have to see if I have any. I don't have any. I know I don't, but what are these? These are the PH2. I think they're called JST connectors, but I think they have like the 2.0 pigtails. because then I could just solder one together and it'd already be crimped from the factory and I wouldn't have to argue with it. G4 event tonight. Yeah, it'll be fun to watch. It was red on the horizon and green in the upper. Yeah, we had green with the red up top. So we'll see here in about, says here in about an hour-ish, we should be able to start seeing it if I go outside. So who knows how long I'll stream. But I'm going to try not to crimp the hell out of this again. Maybe I'll just take my pliers and try and crimp it by hand. You know? Because I really am getting some short wires here. They don't put very long ones on these. So maybe I will just try to crimp it by hand. Just lay it down in there. Or I could just crimp it with the crimper and then take my pliers, crimp it loose, and then take my pliers and, or not my pliers, but my cutters there. Looks like JSTPH with a 1.25 spacing. It's actually the 0.2 spacing, or 2.0, sorry. Yeah, I just double checked it. These are 2.0s. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, is the ones with the, like the little pigtails. If this doesn't work out, that's what I'm going to have to do, at least for this one battery, because I'm running out of cable. Thankfully, it was a 2-pack of batteries, so if I can at least half-ass get it right, then I'll know for the other one. But I'm not going to mess with the batteries now until damn it. I hardly even pushed. Oh, the wire bent over. Good. Whew. I thought for sure that I had just like completely smashed that wire or cut that wire off, and I did not. It actually, for some reason, bent itself over. Like I say, you guys get to watch me struggle, so you don't have to. You know what I mean? Like, I save you guys the headaches and the struggles by doing it for you. Then you learn from my mistakes. You don't make my mistakes, and everyone's happy. See, so don't make Dan's mistakes. You guys, you know, it's just how it is. But yeah, it's the 2.0s. I need to get some 2.0 pigtails. I'll just start splicing and heat shrinking it and call it good that way. In my 47 or 46 years of existence on this here planet, that was my first time seeing some auroras, guys, just to kind of touch back on that. And I have to say that it was really freaking cool to be able to see it visually with my eyeballs, with my own human eyeballs. And then to get some amazing shots of it made it even better. Okay, let's see. Okay, we hardly squeeze that. We squeeze it till it stopped moving. Now, just to make sure, you guys can't see it anymore because I don't have the camera on here, but I'm gonna use my side cutters and just a couple of nice little extra squeezes into the cable portion, the wire, not the jacket. And then let's just move this out of the way. Let's get another one and try again. What, though, is everybody else up to besides watching this idiot do idiot things? I want to get this done tonight, at least get it to the point where I can run off the battery. The solar panel is over here now. We'll play around probably with that. We may have to do a little bit of cable shortening, depending on how we set it up. I mean, obviously, it needs a shorter cable anyway because it connects to the bracket and everything, so everything is all real, like, close and connected, so... You guys can hear the Centauri Carbon. By the way, Digital Dragon, did you see what, where you were not here earlier? Andy what's going on, man? Good to see you. I am doing okay. We are currently trying to put a different JST end on here. Hope Andy is doing well. Trying to get this to crimp down without cutting the stinking end off because these cables are a little extra finicky. And this set of crimpers is just hot garbage for all this. Okay. I hope you are doing well, Andy. Hope life is treating you well and you're not watching me laughing too hard. And it looks like I may have messed this up. Surprise. Okay, well, let's get an end on it. Let's get it on the board and make sure let's see. But this time, let's be smart about it, shall we? Again, it's got to plug in this way. Red goes to the inside, so this one is red. Clicks in and it's good. And then black goes to this side. Okay, they're locked in. Now let's plug it in and cross our fingers, guys. Put the battery down in a way that doesn't cause the cable too much tension. Okay. I kind of figured that much. I figured I messed up that positive wire. I was pretty sure I did. I'm pretty sure I messed up that positive wire. Where is a voltmeter, an ohm meter, a multimeter? What about the Satari Carbon? Ta-da! That, sir, once I'm done printing, we'll be installing the Flowtech on it. Probably tomorrow night stream. Like I said, it's most likely tomorrow night we'll stream, taking that apart, putting the Flowtech on it, and then printing some parts. Buying tools to help idiots do idiot things. Yes, yes, exactly. Exactly. We gotta do idiot things. The multimeter from forever ago. I wonder if the battery is still good in this. It is. Yay. All right, let's see if we can do this without shorting anything out and see if we actually get voltage off of it. If we get 0, then we know that I definitely messed up that crimp job. Positive. It is still jumping around, so I messed it up. Wait. Hold on. Set that up so I can see it, you know? Okay, 4.1, 4.2. Okay, well, we are getting voltage off of it, so let's try that again. See if we get a light. It was giving me 4.1, 4.12. Well, let's power this from USB real quick and make sure I didn't just fry the thing being stupid, you know. Grab my USB-C here, plug it in, lights right up. Okay, well, let's make sure it actually comes up because it's, there we go, red and green. Okay, well, it is lighting up. Pointy, what's going on, man? How's the Magneto doing? It is currently just been sitting, my man. Life sucks. It's just been sitting. It's getting better though. Life is getting better. We'll see what happens. There's actually a guy that is interested in it. I don't necessarily want to let it go, but financially it might have to happen. There's a guy I've been talking to. He's like $600 for it. I financially kind of need to do that because I need to buy a car. I got a lead on a car. She ain't a beauty queen, but it's owned by a young lady whose dad owns a mechanic shop. So, you know, his daughter drives it, not him. I ain't a beauty queen by any means, but yeah. Playing music for the little one and see that I was on. Yeah. But hi, neighbor. Warning. Okay. I'm out here. I'm not leaving out here for a little while. But yeah, vehicles get from point A to point B. So, Boydie, I appreciate everything you did. Sadly, I may have to leave. I'm talking to a guy on Facebook. Can't lie to you guys. I can't be one of those guys that, you know, lies about shit. It is what it is. Like I may have to let it go. I don't want to. But there's a guy who says he's interested. He says he wants to talk. He wants to talk this weekend. So I have to get a car. I appreciate everything you did. Maybe someday when I'm in a better spot, I'll be able to acquire it back from the guy or whatever. If it even goes. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, Pointy, I hope that doesn't upset you with me. I hope you're not upset with me. I hope you understand. But if you've now unfollowed, blocked me, and have moved on, I also will not blame you. I understand it's a dick thing. Completely understand. However, it would suck because Poity's an awesome dude. And I'll still tell you guys to go love and support Poity. I was grabbing my phone to make sure the Meshtastic was up. Hold on a second. Meshtastic. Click on the device. Connect to the device. It's loading channels and everything. It's up. It's running. There we go. Okay. Now let's just see. Like, in theory, I should be able to run everything connected. So let me just see here. Battery's plugged in, USB is connected, it's powering off of that, it's still doing things, it is still up, it is still connected. I'm still the only mesh node in my whole surround. So that being said, I only have one device right now, so I only have one to work with. However, if things change and Rockland wants to work with me or is willing to work with me, then we'll hopefully have some more stuff coming from Rockland that we can play around with and test out. However, like I said, I'm probably going to steal one of these out of here, and I'm reprinting parts. So I'll probably just give Shaun, you know, the good parts, and I'll steal the random colored parts that I have here and get one mounted in here, or get that mounted in here. We'll get the antenna mounted in there, and then we'll just have to get some silicone to put around everything to make sure that we have no water intrusion. And then run the wire in for the solar, have the battery in there, and cross our fingers, everything just works, you know? I kind of fear I angered the Poity, guys. I think I angered the Poity. I love Poity, though. He's a good dude. Everybody, show Poity some love. Shout out Poity in the chats. Everybody say Poity in chat. Tag Poity and say hi. Everybody. I fear he might have run away, though. I'm having a moment. Sorry. I wonder if that solar panel is picking anything up in the garage here. Let's see if the light in the garage is enough to activate a solar panel. Let's just see. Let's try it. Where'd that USB cable go for this thing? Here it is. Let's see if that solar panel can output enough to power it. Shall we? Let's just see. And it died. Oh, wait. The green light is still on. It is flashing the green light. Is it still active with the green light on? It is still saying it's connected. Oh, and it died. Okay, so that battery must be really, really low then. So it was charging the battery, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, the solar panel definitely is not getting enough light. Or my, oh, wait. It lit back up. It did light back up for a minute, guys. It'd be weird that the LED light was enough to power it. Okay, so those batteries definitely don't have enough juice in them. Senior moment, yeah. Oh, it lit up and it died. Oh, wait, it's flashing the green. All right, well, I'm sure the solar panel kicks out enough to potentially keep the battery at a charge when it goes. It just lit up again. It's flashing. Let's plug it back into the power. We'll let the battery get some juice off the wall. There we go. Anyway, solar panel is right there. That mounts up to the plate here, this guy, for those who missed that. And then, of course, this little fella here, I could power it down and connect it. And then we can run the antenna. I guess probably going to be easiest to do that way. And then fish the USB in, tuck a battery in. For right now, I'm not ready to put everything together, but I could mount it to this base. I've got 2 of the bases printing in yellow, so I can always give one to Shaun that way. So I could at least mount it to this, but then the antenna would dance around until I connected everything, and I'm not ready to put it together, so we'll hold off. As much as I'm talking about doing it, we're going to hold off because I'm talking too much. I'm rambling. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I'm all over the place. But here's the other battery. And then again, to whoever sent me the bag of fish, thank you. I finally got my 5-pound bag of Swedish fish. I'm sorry, gang. I'm having a moment. It's another one of them senior moments. So let me check out my printed parts. Ready? There you go. It's 2 of these little base plates. I set it up so I'm printing 2 of the base plates, and then I got to print 2 of the top covers because I have 2 of the one side style. So here's the other one that Shaun was looking for that has the larger antenna hole on it. For the larger antenna, give me just a moment to kind of fish this away real quick. There we go. Pull that out of there. And then get it finished cleaning it out. There we go. Let's turn this off real quick before it beeps at me. But those are the bases. They snap in here. And then here is, they got the larger hole for the bigger antenna. It did print a little ugly. It didn't get a lot of support under this one here. But let's move a lot of this out of the way. And here is another one, same thing. It's a little ugly here because I print them standing up like this, and it just doesn't get enough support under there for it. For a Meshtastic kit, yeah. These are for the Meshtastic kit. The little kit that I have right here, actually, it's for these. And then you can mount. The way it mounts, Bob, in case you missed that, let me show you here. The way it works is the solar panel here connects like this with some screws through there, and then there's some magnets that go on the bottom that fit in kind of like this little area here. And then on the other side, you put two spacers in with two magnets there, and the screws go through, and it just sits on top of your car. Uses solar for, you know, helping to keep the batteries charged and everything. And then you've got your little battery that sits inside of here with the board mounted over here, and then your antenna pokes out right there, and you just right on top of the car, and off you go. Richard Crook, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good for you. Trying to be Mr. Positive. I'm all up in my head, all up in my brain, and I'm just trying to stay positive right now. We're just playing around, man. Just playing around. Long time, dude. Exactly. Exactly. But yeah, not like I said, there's not a whole heck of a lot going on right now. I just wanted to at least see if we could get this going. I'm going to leave it sit and charge for a bit, see how the battery does. Everything is powered up. We should be able to see the Meshtastic node. All right, it is connecting again. I need more nodes, man, so I can like set them up all over the place and play around with this more. Because being the only person in my area with one really sucks. Because there's nobody else there that I can like play around with and talk to and like have fun with on these, you know? And then down the road, hopefully we can get some modules to plug in and play around with modules on this and see what they can do. See what kind of stuff we can turn on and turn off and make happen. I guess I could get the smaller 1.25 or whatever it is space. Actually, this one right here that came with it is perfect. If I just had the ends for it, I could have like cut off the battery, one of these little tiny fellas, and then use that and then crimped it on to the end of the solar panel, cut the solar panel wire down, and then plug it right into the board, into the solar panel side of this little board here, which is easier for me to show you guys if I just do this. So battery is plugged in here, again, red to the inside. Same thing when you plug it in for the solar. Your ground's on the outside, your positive's on the inside, but that one is much smaller than this one. This is a 2.0. This one is a, I believe, the 1.25. So there's that. But this is the little board we're playing with. And then you have your Bluetooth antenna right here, and you have your other antenna. This one I've got the little nubby on there. My buddy Shaun that's getting me into all this, he picked up a 900 megahertz longer whip antenna, so that should be coming. Been at least 5 or so, yeah. Yeah, but you guys and your silliness. I know. You guys are probably on the Discord together and you said, come over here. Or he was just like, oh, I'll go see what the idiot's doing. It could be that too. A lot of people like to come see what this idiot's doing sometimes. Sometimes. But yeah, so since I don't necessarily have everything I need to complete it the way I need to, and I don't want to necessarily like just cram everything in there and make a big mess, you know, still would be cool to to get everything kind of prepped and ready. I could probably shove it up in my dashboard, to be honest with you. If I finished it, I could probably just shove it up in my dashboard and drive around with it that way. But hopefully this battery will, you know, take some charge. Doesn't feel like it's getting hot or anything, so I'm pretty sure I didn't do anything crazy there. It's been plugged in for a little bit. I'm going to leave it plugged in for a little while longer, and then I'll unplug it and we'll give it a test and see if it stays like live. But I just want to give it some time. And then again, though, tomorrow, if all goes well, tomorrow we should be installing this in that. So we'll put this in that. Yep. Gotta go, but have a good night. Have to set up the stream and unbox. I promised all my Discord to have a thermal camera. Nice. That'll be fun, Bob. I hear probably in about 20 minutes or so. Let me look outside real quick. Let me see what it looks like. Oh, it's already dark out. Let me go look up real quick. Just give me a moment. I'm going to look up and see if I can see lights. It's already dark out. So let's just see if the aurora is going tonight so far. I know you guys can hear me, and I've been sitting in the light, so it's going to take a minute for my eyes to adjust. But yeah, I'm not seeing any aurora tonight. Oh, my dogs are in the bathroom. Oh, I see a little bit off in the distance. It's a little glow, but I think that's more of the sun going down still. So, not seeing anything. Let's see. No, still not seeing anything. I have to check and make sure we're not getting a crazy cloud cover tonight, but we'll give it another half hour, and peek again for sure. But yep, no aurora borealis yet. But it did say from 6 to 9 would be the best viewing in my area. So we'll have to see. We will have to see what happens. I thank you guys again for coming and hanging out. Not necessarily wrapping up the stream just yet, but going to send a quick message to someone. Okay. There we go. Oh, mouse is going crazy again. Close that. Click here. There we go. Shazbot. Okay. Scared the hell out of me there. He did. I just had to send a quick message. Let's see. Nope. Went right off. Green light is flashing. Let's just see though. Green light's flashing, red light's not, but it is still up, and it flickered out again. Yeah, so I'm assuming it needs to be powered or plugged in possibly for quite some time to power that thing back up. I think it's probably not throwing as much charge back into that battery as would need, and I would have to probably look at getting some way to charge those a little better. Sorry, give me a second. I have to make sure that I type things properly. Yes, there we go. Okay. Don't know if you saw earlier, but something has happened to your Tinker Atlas profile. Hee hee. Oh, let's go look. Let's go look. TinkerAtlas.com. Let's go sneak a peek. All right, let's share with the class. Want to share with the class? Should we share with the class? Let's share with the class. There we go. So, founding members badges are here. Look at that. So we get our founding members badges. Hold on. Just because I don't remember what's in there. Give me a second. Making sure that it's nothing super crazy that it's showing. It does a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, it does a little bit. Okay. Hey, bud, you're getting there. 71%. By the way, gang, remember, if you have a couple extra dollars in your pocket and you want to help fund the Tinker Atlas, let me go to the directory real quick here. Let's look at the directory. Going back to the directory, I want to see something. I want to see something. Let's just do it this way. Go home. Yeah, here, let's do this. Ready? I'm going to do this. Ready? I'm going to go back to the right screen. Bam. Look at that. So like, oh no, it's Mike. He's got the founding member silver. And then Cyber Bob City got the bronze. Look at that. Canrog is a founding member silver. Founding member silver. Got to go back and find an article I posted so this way I don't outright dox myself, you know. Of course, the founding member platinum would go to the man who founded the entire thing. That just makes sense to me. Everybody's posting like crazy. Look at this. I haven't posted anything in a while. I'm going to have to get this project done and then take some pictures and post them up there so everybody can see them. I really need to spend more time on Tinker Atlas. Dadgummit. Poity, I know you're messaging me. I don't know if you're still watching, but just hang in there a minute, bud. I will change the screen as soon as I find what I'm looking for. But anyway, there we go. Canrog, founding member silver, though. So there you go, guys. You get your founding member badges now. Founding supporter from Stephen Poole. Founding supporter. Stephen Poole's going crazy. Oh, Jerry posted some stuff with his Centauri Carbon. Pretty sweet. But yes, so if you guys, let me just get back to the top here real quick. There we go. If you guys have a couple bucks burn a hole in your pocket, you want to help him out, he's real close. He's at $213 of the $300 that he needs. He's over 71, or he's at 71% funded. So if anybody's got some money in their pocket, want to help the guy out, please consider doing so. A founder's badge for you, Captain. Hey, man. Who knows? Who knows? It's not temporary, Viking. You are the platinum founder, dude. You are the guy who created the site. You deserve it. $87 to go, guys. That's what it says here, but you know, if you got a little more, don't be afraid to give if you can. But let me go back here real quick while I eat a fish. See what Poity's talking. Or see if it was Poity. Nope. It's all right. Had a nice friendly conversation going with Mr. Poity. And now, of course, Discord's just going to keep talking because I took it out of streamer mode. It's all right. We'll just do that and we'll mute that and then I won't have to hear it anymore. And since I'm not playing my desktop audio into my stream, you guys won't hear the boop, 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 boop. There we go. Yeah, buddy. I am a founding supporter. Mm-hmm. I will take it. But no, gang, I do thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I'm going to leave this thing plugged in for a while, let it charge up, hopefully. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it gets a charge in that battery, or enough of a charge in that battery. I don't know. I mean, it did say that it did have voltage to it for my little crimps. So I do think it might be easier if I would have got some 2.0 spaced JSTs and just like a little bit of solder and a little bit of heat shrink and call it a day. I think that probably would have been the smarter thing to do, because then I would have known that it would have worked, or could have worked better. Well, let's see. Captain, you good person, you. See here. Let's see if Viking checks his PayPal and updates the ticker. Let's see what it says. Let's see. Nothing on the ticker yet, guys. Nothing on the ticker yet. Hold on. Let's go back here. Let's see where the ticker's going. Let's see if he gets it updated. Still waiting. $10. There you go. Boom. All right, brother. If I had money, I'd give you some. All I have is a mouth, a webcam, and an attitude. But gang, I am going to cut this one now. Sorry. Apologies. Love y'all. I know Bob's getting ready to go live here in a little bit too. I forget what time Bob says he's going live, but he does stream all over the place. Let's take a look here and see. Bob, are you still around? I know. Oh no, you said you had to go. So let's take a look. Yeah, it's the lovely conversion rate. Gotta love it, but that's okay. That is okay. Is Built Over Bot live yet? Let's take a peek. I know he said he was prepping, so he may not be live yet, but he's going to be. I'm over on Twitch looking. I don't see him over there. Let's go to YouTube and see if he's got anything posted for YouTube, because I think he does multi-stream, right? I think he does. I think he does. Built Over Bot. Built Over Bot. Nothing live yet. No, he hasn't streamed here in 4 weeks, it says. Okay, so he probably quit streaming to YouTube and streaming strictly on Twitch. But yes, there we go. Booyah. Oh, thought he typed 20. Maybe not. Oh no, he did. He typed 20. There you go. So $20, $233. He is now only $67 away, guys. He's only $67 away. So he's getting there. Look at that, 78%. He's getting closer. But gang, I've been a hot mess today on this stream. I do thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I appreciate it all. Thank you for putting up with me being this crazy hot mess guy today. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your evening. I am going to wait for parts to finish printing over there, which let's just sneak a peek and see where it's at. Percentage-wise, how far along are we? We are at 65%. It says 15 more minutes. So about 15 minutes, those parts will be done. And then I'm going to start the other parts, get them sent off. Have you seen my streams recently? Hot mess fellow. Yes, Captain Kern. I have lurked on your streams. I was lurking today. Working and lurking. And yeah, it's just, like brains all over the place, things going on, trying to get head clear, trying to make things work, and we're getting there little by little. We're getting there. I mean, hopefully 26 will be better than 25 was. Cross my fingers. That's all I can do. Knock on some wood. There you go. Oh, you guys shook. Look at that. Look at the camera. Look what it's doing to the camera. Messing with it. But I thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I'm gonna leave this thing plugged in. I'm gonna let it see what it can do, and yeah, kind of go from there. Hope you guys have a wonderful evening. Hope everything goes great for you. I hope your lives are amazing. And if you're down, just remember, I keep climbing to get back up. You can do it too. Yeah, we can all do it. We got this. We got this. You guys have been awesome. Is there anybody currently streaming on the old YouTubes we can go jump over to? Anybody that we want to go over to? I see Slant 3D is live, but I don't think I can jump over to Slant. So anyway, guys, have fun, stay out of trouble, stay out of jail, happy 3D printing and all those wonderful things. And don't forget, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Tanner, you just come as I'm ending the stream. Dude, brother, good to see you. That's how it works, man. I get ready to wrap up a stream and everybody starts popping in. It's probably because you're probably free now and you weren't an hour ago. My bad. I'm eating Swedish fish. Somebody sent me a 5-pound bag of Swedish fish. Nah, brother, trust me, I don't. However, I'm going to wrap this up and then probably go do some stuff, run around, get some things done, get ready for the aurora to start here. Hopefully I should start seeing an aurora soon. Hopefully you can see the aurora where you're at. Like, go outside and take a look up if the clouds aren't over. Let me know if you're seeing an aurora already, because if you are, I should be pretty quick. Because you're in that time zone that's to the other side of me. You know, the wrong time. I'm in the right time zone. I mean, technically, you're to the right of me, so you'd be in the right time zone. Well, only a faint glow on the horizon here in Tennessee. Okay. It's only viewable from your phone. Where I'm at tonight, it is saying that we're in like was it G4, I guess, or whatever. So we should be able to actually see it much brighter than we did last night. We were able to see it pretty clear where we were at, or where we're at. Like with our bare eyes, we were able to see it. And then with my camera, I took a bunch of really cool pictures and posted them up on Instagram and Facebook and posted a couple of them on X. All right. Well, guys, I will talk to you all later. Tanner, sorry you came in right at the end there, bud, but tomorrow night I'm going to stream. I plan to stream tomorrow night. We're going to be installing the Elegoo Centauri Carbon Flowtech hot end on, obviously, the Centauri Carbon. So. But all right, gang. Love y'all. Stay out of trouble, stay out of jail. Happy 3D printing, all those fun things. And again, I make the mistakes so you don't have to. Bye, gang. Have fun. Talk to you later.